Hey guys, Zach from Admit When Duels here, and I'm here to show you my EDH deck. So, first off, I'll start with my commander. It's Kalitos, Blood Chief of Get. He costs 7, and his ability is 3 and tap him, and then you kill something. If it would be put into the graveyard, then he will... Sorry to adjust the camera, but he spawns a vampire token with power and toughness equal to that creature's power and toughness, so that's pretty cool. I like it. Most people run multi-color generals, but I see no problem with running just a black one. Next we have 32 swamps. There's like 32 in here. And then I have like the really cool little lands. This is a land called Esper Panorama, and it taps for 1 colorless, and if you pay 1 in sacrifice, you can search for a swamp or anything, so it's a functional fetch land, which I like that a lot. Then you got Terramorphic Expanse, search out a basic land. Yeah. Rupture Spire produces a colorless mana, or a mana of any color, but for me, it can only produce black. And then I have Shizu Death Storehouse. It produces a black, and if I pay a black and then tap this, a legendary creature gets fear. So that's pretty cool, and it's a legendary land, which is pretty goddamn awesome. And it's from the Kamigawa set. And if you look at the top of my channel, it says Kamigawa set. Not that bad of a set. And Kamigawa is actually a combination of 3 different sets. And really, it had a legendary ratio of like 66% or something like that. I don't know. But next is Soren. He really helps when it comes to EDH, because it's just like, hey, 2 damage you and I gain 2 for a while, then I make your life total become 10. Yeah, stuff like that. Now into the creatures, I have Shieldred, the Black Praetor, which she's pretty cool. Vampire Outcasts, Bloodthirst 2 lifelink, which is freaking great. Child of Night, lifelink, that's pretty cool. By the way, this is an EDH deck full of vampires. Haha. Blood Rage Vampire, Bloodthirst 1. He's cool for his mana cost. Bloodseeker, Barony Vampire, a Hollow Sangromancer, Sengir Vampire, Vampire Hexmage, just in case if anybody pulls out a Gideon or a Venser, that kind of crap. Vampire Lacerator, Bloodlord of Asgoth, promo, you know. When he has Bloodthirst 3, and whenever a vampire enters the battlefield, they gain Bloodthirst 3. Chancellor of the Dross, just because he's badass, and if he appears in my opening hand, it just makes him all that better. Gold Draws Vampire. I actually don't know. Oh yeah, if my opponent has 10 or less life, he gets +2/+1 and has Intimidate, which is pretty good because he's a 1/1 for 1, which is not even that bad anyway. Sorry, I need more light. Bleak Coven Vampires, Metalcraft, and there's a fair amount of artifacts, so that by the time these get out, it usually happens that way. Got the Pulse Trekka. When he attacks, my opponent loses one life, no matter what, and he's a 1/1 for 1, so that's pretty cool. Gatekeeper of Malakir, Kicker. If he was kicked when he enters, which is only 3 mana to summon him and kick him, my opponent sacrifices a creature. All opponents sacrifices. Oh, target player, never mind. Yeah, target player. Royal Assassin, Carnifex Demon, Magus of the Coffers, and this is a really cool rare from a long time ago, but if I pay 2 and then tap him, I add a mana for every swamp I control, and he's just a 4/4 for 5, and that's good enough for me to have him in there. And then I have a Vengeful Pharaoh, just because I can have creatures gain Death Touch, and he has Death Touch himself, and he's a 5/4. Nobody's gonna be blocking that. Gravedigger, return, basically. Got the Onyx Mage. He grants Death Touch to creatures until the end of the turn. Now we get to the enchantments, which is Brink of Disaster. When an island or a creature becomes tapped and this is attached to it, it goes death. Then I have Blessing of Leeches. It's an enchanted creature, and at the beginning of my upkeep, I lose a life, but I can regenerate enchanted creature for 0, which is not that bad if I never want something to leave. Like, I have it heavily equipped, and it's just like, I just don't want it to go away. Okay. Foil Midnight Covenant, you know? And it has Swamp Breathing, I would suppose, because it was shaking. Ugh, that was weird. I tap a swamp and it gains +1/+1. And because the normal term for that is Fire Breathing, but this is black, so yeah. It's called Darkness Breathing or something like that. Now, for the sorceries, I have Monomania. They choose a card, then discard the rest, and I just get rid of all their stuff. Another card from Kamigawa set, Befoul. Just destroy non-black creature, it can't be regenerated. It's good enough for me to have it in there because I need more kill spells. Diabolic Tutor, search out. Absorb this. Target player loses 4 life, and you gain 4 life. It has land cycling, so if you need it, just toss it and land cycle. Yeah. Blood Tribute, which it's a kicker, and tap on tapped vampire you control, and they lose half their life rounded up. And if you tapped a vampire, you can gain that much life, which is just, oh my god, that's amazing. And got Blood Fife. Each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain life equal to the total this way. So if you're playing in a multi-game, and you play this, if you're playing against like 3 people, that's 9 life, and then they each lose 3, and then you gain 9. So that's freaking cool. Drain life, same thing. This is a card before they put X on the card, so you basically pay X, they lose X amount of life, and then you gain X life. So that's pretty cool. Rise from the Grave. Any library, just choose a creature, it's back up, and now it's a zombie. Now it's a black zombie. Then you got Praetor's Grasp. I search through their library, choose a card, and then exile it. And literally, if I could play it, I could pay its mana cost and go, haha, I play it. And then, as long as it stays exiled like that, I can keep casting it. Then I got Consume Spirit, can only play black mana on X, and X is target creature player loses X life. So if I just have enough mana, I could just be like, ha ha ha, you lose 1,000,000 life, and then they would be down. Taste of Blood, they lose 1 life and you gain 1 life for 1. It's not that good, but I like it because it has Bram Stoker's flavor text on it, and it's a vampire deck. Come on. They got Silent Blood. Target player loses draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Yeah, jeez. Then I got the Feast of Blood. I can only cast this if I control 2 of my vampires, and destroy target creature, and you gain 4 life. All my cards gain life in some way, except for this one, really, and the other ones, but you know. This one is 1 for 2 proxy mana, there's black, and target creature gets -5/-5, which is good enough. Dark Banishing, destroy target creature, non-black, can't be regenerated, you know. Then I got the Urge to Feed. Target creature gets -3/-3 until the end of the turn, and you may tap as many vampires as you want, and if you do, give +1/+1 counters to all those vampires. So that's pretty cool. Got Geth's Verdict. They sacrifice a creature and lose 1 life. A Hideous End. They lose a creature, destroy target non-black creature. Its control loses 2 life. Got the Doom Blade. Soulless Revival. Bring it back to your hand, I believe. Yeah, another card from Kamigawa set. So because it's an arcane friggin' instant. Kamigawa, which was the 3 sets with like the lantern, the little arch thing, and the shuriken, like yeah, that thing. And they all involve legendary things and like arcane stuff. I don't know why, but here we go. Needle Bite Trap. If a player gained 1 life, you can pay 1 black instead. They lose 5 life and you gain 3 life. No, gain. They lose 5 and you gain 5. There you go. Got Last Kiss. You deal 2 damage to target creature and you gain 2 life. Got a good old Go for the Throat. Light, please. Thank you. Soren's Thirst. 2 to a creature, you gain 2 life. Dark Ritual. Add 3 black to your mana pool. And by the lantern, I mean that. Yeah. Return X creature. Target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Death denied. I like it. It's cool. Now we're getting into the artifacts. Skin Wing. Living weapon. Gets +2/+2. Equip 6. Ugh, but you know. And it gains flying. You get an ooze creature to attach it to at first, but whatever. Got the Demon's Horn, because it's a good idea. A Whisper Silk Cloak, just for the hell of it. Pristine Talisman, to gain life and add mana. Swiftfoot Boots, to give haste and hexproof. I don't even know what hexproof is. Oh, there it goes. Oh, so it can still be the target of spells and abilities that I control. It just can't be targeted by my opponent. That's cool. It's like souped up Shroud. Okay, a Manolith. Darksteel Ignat. Black Mana Battery. This is a really old card, but I can charge it by putting 2 and tapping it. And then if I just tap it, add a black mana to every single counter I had. And I can only play as an interrupt, so I'm just like, haha, bring all of it and then do something cool. Then this is Leaden Mirror. Got Nihil Spellbomb. A Quarter Shield. And the almighty Darksteel Blade. So really, for this deck, I'm looking for Colostra Highborn and Blade of the Blood Chief and Draenor Colostria Blood Chief as well. And then I'm looking for Nocturnus Vampire, something like that. He's a really big vampire, and I think he would benefit really. So if you have any of those cards, message me, PM me. Do a video response. I don't care. But if you have anything like that, I also have my trade binder, and those giant cards are still there. And alright, so I'll see you guys later. And I actually have card night tomorrow, it's not a real Friday Night Magic, which sucks. We're too small of a town. I bet if we like contacted Wizards of the Coast and actually had like a place ready, we could. But it's not happening right now. But we do play cards at like a beneficial entertainment store, and I might actually set up a video tomorrow of it to show you guys what we actually do, and maybe interview some people if they want to be on camera. But until then, I'm Zach, and you've just been fed. I'm just kidding. Alright, see you guys later.